So the big question is this: how do you take $42,000 in assets in a one TrackMan Bay facility in the back of a CrossFit gym and turn it into a 12-bay, 17,000 square foot training facility in just a few years? That's the question, and this is the podcast that's going to give you the answer.
Hey, Kyle.
Hey, how are you, my man?
Doing well, buddy.
How's your day going?
How are you doing?
I'm doing good, just running a million miles an hour.
I hear you.
So tell me on our short time here, tell me what you got going on.
Yeah. We have a 4,100 square foot facility.
Okay.
The actual coaching area is about 3,100.
Okay.
We've got 6 bays. We have 2 TrackMan 4s, 2 flight scopes.
Okay.
It's kind of been hodgepodge together because we were at a range for about 5 years. And then we found a space for indoor because they said they were going to close that range. They still haven't to this day. But we ended up, everybody wanted indoor. So it just turned out to be an indoor facility that we just kind of put together.
Yep.
And we're basically, we get to keep adding on. Now we're maxed out. We've got to figure out some way to expand.
Okay.
But with the way that pricing is here, it's insane. Like as far as land costs or just retail space.
Yep.
So I feel like I'm stuck. Like I don't know what to do because I need to find maybe some kind of investor or partner with me, but I've never been down that road. And I'm trying to research as much as I can while I'm trying to coach full time.
Yeah, it's a lot.
A dad and all this stuff. So it's just like, just having some kind of insight from someone that has been there and done it.
Yeah, I've gone through bays. I went through expansions of a 1 bay, then 2 bays, then to 3 bays, then to 6 bays, then to 7 bays, then to 12 bays. So I get it. If you mind me asking, can I ask you a couple questions about your financials?
Sure.
So you have 4,100 square feet, right? You said?
Yes.
What is your rent right now?
It's $3,200 a month.
Okay, so you are 3,200 divided by 4,100. So you're 78 cents a thing. That this is like, no wonder it's hard. Your rent is so cheap. You have like the cheapest rent on the face of the planet at $9.36. Most rent around the country, like occupancy costs based upon just whatever, is usually around like 25 to 30. So
it's like 35 to 40.
Yeah, you are like stealing at that. And then you said your space is 4,100. So then you're spending $38,000 in rent. What do you guys do in total rev?
We're around 300,000. It's just me and another guy, really.
Yeah, so you guys are doing all right. The only thing I would say though is that you have 6 bays at 4,100 square feet. So here's where I would say that you're missing the mark. There's something to be said about expanding, but with 6 bays at 4,100 square feet, going upon what I did here, you should be, so 6 bays, that is 2018, 19. Like you should be doing like over $2 million out of that space. So
exactly.
So you expanding might not actually be the best play because first, you are living in a mansion, we'll say, that's free.
Yes.
So you could go buy a bigger house, but it's not necessary unless there's some other thing that something else about it.
We're so busy with coaching. We're booked from 3:30 till 9 o'clock every day of the week.
Yes. So there's a metric. There's a metric that it's a Harvard business study. So don't throw the stone at me.
Okay.
This is very, very hard as coaches because I was in this same realm as you. But essentially, if you are more than 75% booked, you need to raise rate. So I raised my rate from $200 to $400, and I got more busy.
That's how it is with us.
So what's your? It's $250. So what you guys need to be doing is as an owner, from just looking at what's going on, and I'm reading this in a 3-minute conversation. Sure, it sounds like you're working as owner a lot in the company rather than on the company, and what you need to be doing is you need to figure out a membership model or a customer journey model that allows you to make more money per hour charge more and then create a journey around the player. So for example, you need to, like at the golf room, you have memberships that range from $450 a month to $1,200 a month. And that includes like 1 lesson a month or 2 lessons a month. So rather than me being like, let's just say a slave to the lesson tee at $250 a month or $250 an hour, we're doing things that are increasing the value of the membership so that the player is getting what they need, because as coach, it is our calling on life by God to coach. So we're surrounding the player with everything that they need, which my guess is in your facility, based upon the space, you can have those things to build this journey. Then build it, because I saw your website, building it into that new student assessment, which, by the way, you need to shrink that questionnaire to about 5 questions. I looked at that and I'm like, this is too much. Not to mention the start here button on the homepage doesn't work. So that would even just make you more busy with just doing that, right? So if you did that thing, but then you take the NSA process and then build it around a journey and take your membership and basically get them into something that's more higher ticket, right? So it doesn't necessarily raise your hourly rate by like your a la carte rate, but build something that's in a reoccurring revenue model. And then you should also really, do you guys do anything in regards of junior golf and junior golf programming?
That's all. That's basically all I do is junior golf, and it's all membership based.
Great. So what is your junior golf? What is your junior golf price?
They are anywhere from $257 a month to like $600-700.
Okay. And what do I get for 600?
They come once a week for about, an hour and 40 minutes of coaching. And that's really it. There's no other, because we're so booked. Because like my other guys, like when I'm not in group setting, my other guys in group setting, and I'm teaching private.
So like what I would say too is
he's teaching private.
So like our junior academy is 18 grand a year. So it's $1,400 a month, right? And I would build something to where you're doing that group setting, but maybe make it where you, out of 4,100 square feet, you should be in 6 bays, 6, 12, 18, you should be able to work with 36 kids in that room at one time. And there's a model for that because I'm doing it. And you can do that model with still holding a 4-to-1 ratio, 5-to-1 ratio.
Okay.
So, and when you do that, that's going to elevate the price. So now you have, how many kids do you have in that junior program?
We've got 60.
Okay, cool. So if you had 60, right, and your high ticket thing is $600 a month. So let's call that 12. So that's 7,200, right? How many people out of the 60 are on the $600 a month? Do you know? Ish.
I have like 20.
Okay, 20. So if you built something and you took the 60 kids and you could get basically, call it 25 of them to pay $1,400 times 12, that's 420 grand just in that junior golf. And that should only occupy 3 hours a day. So now you made 420, and then from basically 9 to 3, you're teaching a la carte lessons to the people at $250 a clip. And those people are on a membership model. And then, compounding those two things, you probably are now going to be somewhere around above 7 figures for sure.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that the long story short, looking at it, and this is very, very prominent across the industry, you don't charge enough. You don't build programs that allow you to charge enough to like have the value wrapped around it. And then by and large, junior programs are usually too cheap. Okay. What do you get with the $250 a month?
They come for 50 minutes a week. That's $257. Yeah.
Okay, so so for $257, and how many people what do you try to keep in the ratio for that?
It's a 6-to-1. Because I only have 2 coaches. That's part of it too.
So that's the other thing is that if you have 6 bays, you should probably definitely, and I'm in the midst of it too, trying to hire, man. It's like a 24/7
I know,
PGA.
I can't find people that
it's so hard. So I would definitely say, but that's where too, if you have all this demand, you probably also need to start thinking about like the farm system of how to build a training system so that essentially you can do that and then you can remove yourself out and the business still lasts, right? So you want to be able to essentially do and pass the 2-week test where you leave for 2 weeks and you're still raking in money and the company doesn't, you need to be the least important person in that facility.
Right.
Okay, so I would tackle those two things of thinking about how to take junior golf and build a program that is worthy of $1,200 to $1,400 a month. And then I would think about you probably have some membership model like within the membership of like teaching, but I would think about how to increase the value of that and also just keep increasing the price. You should be closing like on your new students. Do you know what your close rate is on your new student assessments?
I'm at like 92%.
Okay, so you want your close rate to be 35%. So keep raising the rate until you get to 35%. Right? Like our average price is $725. We're at 65%. So I'm like, I got to keep raising and raising and raising and raising.
Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, but
Wow.
if you're giving a great lesson and a great product and you got a great brand and all that stuff, you keep doing it. But that's kind of the sticking point when you look at like LTV to CAC and all the stuff, that you want to hit that close rate at about 35%. Okay. So, and you kind of got to do that as like a test. Like you got a guy come in, you're like, it's $800, and they're like, okay, and then the next guy's like, it's $900, and then you got to keep scaling it up. Okay.
See how you can go. Yeah, got it.
All right, buddy. Yeah. Well, best of luck. If you need anything, or if you want to brainstorm, I'm here.
Okay. Thank you so much.
See you, buddy.